Hey everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I do one more video today. Maybe I'm working on a long form video, which will not be related to politics or the controversy that we're having over a endemic likely virus that will be with us and that we need a new reaction to, in my opinion, regardless of where you fall on the line of if it's a conspiracy or whatever you want to believe. Um, but I'll do one more video today. It's political. It's about why I do not follow the mainstream media narrative on anything. And it goes back to a youthful time for me when I was a kid. And there was a friend of the family living in the house. And said friend of family was very well read and intelligent and kind of cued into a lot of stuff that realizing, looking back now, that he was very informative about with regards to me and my political beliefs. And one of the things that happened when he was living there and when I was a kid was the original Iraq War. And he would, it was constantly on in the living room, CNN headline news. And he made comments about, what was going on and, kind of, I had some other family members that were questioning a lot of stuff. And, one family member had a fairness and accuracy in reporting magazine where they called out a lot of the mainstream media. They would look at other sources and other things about some of the things about the Iraq War. So this was going on, it was kind of a war for oil, and seen as that, and people said that. And then the incubator story came out as false, and it was a Hill and Knowlton PR stunt and all this stuff. But he was a friend of the family, said friend of the family, was always critical and skeptical, and he would tell me these things about the mainstream media and what was going on. So that kind of stuck with me, and I was still convinced from a lot of my upbringing that Democrats good, Republicans bad, which is basically a divide and conquer tactic, played out in real life. Oh, Republicans are terrible, materialistic, evil people. We should hate them, and even though some of it, the people said people were jealous, probably. And I'm not saying the Republicans are great or anything. I'm just saying that there's, talking shit about people over and over again is a negative thing. And I'm talking shit about people right now, but oh well. But being around that, was like, oh, well, Clinton's not that great, but we'll vote for him anyways. So I voted for him, and the next time, though, I read Noam Chomsky and, got into all this, like, anti-establishment stuff. I was like, fuck that. That guy's a fucking monster just as bad as the other people. So I voted for Ralph Nader. But, some of these things stuck with me as far as the mainstream media. So the second betrayal of the mainstream media that happened with me was after the second Iraq War and the whole thing with 9/11, because we were being told all these things and it was demonstrably untrue. So even the 9/11 Commission, which is kind of like the Warren Commission to me, is like the sequel to the Warren Commission in a certain way. If you look at the JFK stuff, it's like Warren Commission Part 2. Even that was full of like things that were like, what? That doesn't make sense, And some of the people from the 9/11 Commission actually came out and said that some of the stuff that they attached their name to was not, was not fully, in their opinion, vetted or completely true. I forgot. It was one of the main guys of the 9/11 Commission, and I'm trying to remember who it was. It was not Zach Zelikow. It was one of the other people. Zelikow actually had a class that I took online, a history class. It was actually pretty good, but I'm not going to give him credit for anything with that because he was friends with Condoleezza Rice. But with all the stuff that came out about WMDs in Iraq, how in the fuck can I trust the media about anything? I know people that trust the news. Oh, I watched CNN. I saw it on CNN. Oh, Okay. Well, do you know if it's true? I can't trust any of those people anymore. I've already, it's already been established that they lie. You know, the New York Times, Washington Post, all those people lie. Judith Miller and all the revelations about her with the New York Times and Iraq, the Iraq War. It's just, they're full of shit. So you expect me to follow what the government says or what the media tells me? No, I'm going to question it. So, I mean, I'm just telling you about how it started. As a kid growing up, I would watch actually headline news all the time, which is CNN. I used to talk about the Contras. I remember as a little kid, like my little comic books, and stuff. But anyways, that's about all.